What's up, everybody? It's Tommy, BrewFanatics.com. It's a beautiful May morning, and we're about to head to Mickey Finn's Brewery in Libertyville, Illinois. We're going to guest brew today with the Brewmaster, Greg. We're going to be brewing today and tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, and I'm going to tape the whole thing, make a nice video out of it, and hopefully learn a thing or two. So let's see. Here we are, downtown Libertyville. Take a look. Very nice little town. Here's Mickey Finn's Brewery Pub. So this is Mickey Finn's. Check it out. There's the brewery. There's Greg in there doing his thing. Little beer garden out there. And the bar. Alright, I'm here with Greg Browne from Mickey Finn's Brewery, Brewmaster. Unfortunately, we're drinking coffee and not beer while we're brewing, but he's going to tell you a little bit about Mickey Finn's.
So, Mickey Finn's was started in 1994 by a guy called Bill Sugars, and this is all new. The original bar, the original existing Mickey Finn's has been a bar since like before Prohibition.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's the area up front there, and then all this part of the brewery, and the upstairs and room. This is all new since '94.
Yeah.
So Bill Sugars partnered up with the owner of the bar and said, "Hey, I think Libertyville would be a great place for a brew pub." And add on a brewery. I said, okay, so they did that in '94, and pretty much helped like the Main Street revitalize. Like downtown Libertyville was not that much, and then this place opened up, people started to come more to downtown Libertyville.
It's a nice town.
Yeah. So all this stuff is only 16 years old. And like I said, the bar is a picture back there of like these guys sitting around the bar probably back in the 20s or something.
Wow, so I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. So, and then in 6 years ago, Bill Sugars retired and sold the place to a Libertyville guy, Browne, who owns the place now. And I came on right after Browne bought the place, the original brewer. He left, so they hired me. So that was like 6 years ago.
Cool.
So,
can you maybe explain like the size of the brewery and what you guys have going?
It's a 10-barrel system, and we have 20 barrel fermenters. So what we do is we brew 10 barrels one day, and then 10 barrels the next day, and top up the fermenter.
Gotcha.
Sometimes we just do a single 10-barrel batch. Because downstairs where the serving tanks are, the serving tanks are all 10 barrels.
Yeah.
So you can do a 10-barrel batch. Fill a serving tank downstairs.
Okay.
You're only half filling the fermenter, which you can do, it's not a problem. But most of the time we're doing 20 barrel, two 10-barrel batches.
Right.
Fill a 20 barrel fermenter.
And what's the most popular beer that you guys brew at Mickey Finn's?
It depends on the time of year. Usually it's the 847, but when the Heavy comes on tap in the summer, that outsells the wheat. And then at Christmas, over the holidays, when you have Santa's Magic on, that outsells everything. So it kind of depends on the time. But generally, for most of the year, number one is the 847, and then number two would be the Amber Ale.
Awesome. And what are we brewing today?
Brewing a Hellas, which is basically a Munich lager, like your classic Munich style lager, like a Spartan or a Shore.
Very drinkable beer.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah, people like it. Anytime the beer is pale in color and pretty drinkable, it sells. Even if people don't really know the style.
People like to see light because it looks like their normal light beers.
Yeah. Anytime we do a Pilsner, it sells, and we do one called Cerveza, which is like a Mexican lager. And it's basically just a Corona knockoff.
Yeah, that's a pretty clever name.
Yeah.
Cerveza.
So it's really light in color, very drinkable, pretty light, and people love that. So, and people like the heavy, so anytime you do anything light, people, I mean, the northern suburbs, you can't get too crazy, but we do some poppy stuff sometimes, but some strong stuff, but if you get too crazy, then you got 10 barrels of beer that only a few people are drinking. Right. And, it's going to take forever to get through that. People like the stout. I mean, even when it's in the middle of summer, people still drink stout. Yeah. I love stout. Like after dinner, I love having stout. Yeah, I like it when it's hot, and I don't drink that much stout.
What was I just going to ask? Oh, is our keg and growler sales a huge part of your sales?
We actually do one called a keggy, and it's 3 gallon, looks like a little black cube, and it's an own self-contained gas, so that the actual unit has its own little gas charge in there, and you tap it, and it just pours. You don't need a gas cylinder or anything. And that holds, what is that, it's like 26 pints, so it's perfect to take home, and then you put it in your refrigerator, or just put it on ice. And that's probably our most popular like-to-go thing. Those keggies are pretty popular. People like those. Yeah. It's just enough beer for like a weekend. Then we got the amber ale in cans. We have a package license, so we can sell the cans to go. Yeah. You can buy it from the liquor store as well. But
and then maybe lastly, tell the folks about you getting started with brewing and how long it was till you...
Well, I started home brewing probably around 92. I started just brewing. And then I found out about Siegel because, Siegel's in Chicago. So actually I joined the Chicago Beer Society, and then I found out through them about Siegel. And I thought, well, that'd be kind of a cool way to, make a living. So I went to Siegel in '93, worked at a couple of little places around Chicago. Went back to Siegel in '96 for the diploma class. Came out of the diploma class, went to Goose Island. After Goose Island, I went to a place. Actually, it's now Goose Island, Wrigleyville. When I was there, it was called Weekland Park, and that's right across from Wrigleyville. Yeah. And that only lasted like 10 months. And then I went from there, I went up to Flatlanders. I was at Flatlanders for like 3 years. And then from Flatlanders over to Brass, which is now Lucky Monk. Yeah. And from there to Nixon's. Very cool. So I've been here just almost 6 years.
Just kind of run the show and get to brew whatever.
Yeah, they're pretty good here. It's no one's like telling me you got to make Cerveza all the time. Yeah. Or anything.
It's just totally up to you.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. And it's good because people like variety. They don't want to come in and see the same 4 beers on tap all the time. Right. They like variety. I mean, there's some beers I might only ever make once. If it sells good, I'll make it again. If it doesn't sell great, I'll never make it again. But people like to know what's new. So I think it's better if you mix it up a little bit and just have the same beers on all the time.
Very cool. Well, cheers to our coffees. Let's go brew some beer.
Yeah.